The office, Charlie gets killed, and the final frag.
Oh, brilliant game.
Through, that's the kill, you can see them.
Sorry about that, guys. My microphone died. I don't know where quite I stopped when it died. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with this microphone for the end of the video, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem.
Yeah, I've been talking with my bad one.
Yeah. So I mean, technical problems, they take a while to fix. I didn't feel like restarting my computer right now. So hey, what can you do? So yeah, to finish up with running with rifles, I don't remember where I stopped. It's a very good game. It's a top-down RPG, as I said. I really have enjoyed it for the little time that I played it, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy it. It's $15 on Steam. Definitely check it out. It's a fun little game. I was recording some gameplay for it for about a half an hour, and it felt like 10 minutes. Like it is one of those games that it will do the job if you're bored or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so now that all that's done with, all that technical fun shit, do you want to go on with your stuff, Eric?
Yeah, I am going to talk about, well, more in depth on H1Z1, which we kind of got into last week and didn't really give a positive outlook on, but playing it has actually changed my mind. I will say it's a DayZ clone, but what it does is it capitalizes on the things that are wrong with DayZ, like it takes a year for some simple thing to update. Whereas with this, if you have like an issue in the game and you contact the developers, they will fix it.
Oh, jeez, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really quick with updates and all that stuff. It is still early access, so you do have your bugs. So you gotta, it's $20 on the Steam market. So if you want to spend $20 now for a game that's in development, that's fine.
I'm pretty sure that's cheaper than DayZ was when I got the.
DayZ.
Well,
DayZ's
when
like $30, I think.
Yeah, it was like $30 somewhere around there when I bought the early access standalone. I played it like twice when it first came out. I don't know how much they've updated it.
Right. I don't think much, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because the last time I played it, you couldn't even drive. Like there were no vehicles, nothing like that.
Right.
To work with. I know they were talking about adding. I know they were talking about adding that. I don't know where they went with that.
Right. But yeah, H1Z1, there are vehicles in this. I did drive around in a vehicle, so that was pretty neat. You have to keep fuel in the vehicle, so it's not just like you find a running car and you're set. You have to keep it fueled. What's awesome is intelligent undead. So you make noises, you talk over in-game mic, you shoot your gun, zombies come for you.
Oh, geez, that's awesome.
Right. Dynamic environments, which means it has different weather. Also, zombies are more active at night than they are in the day, but that's not to say you won't run into a bunch of zombies during the day. There are animals. There's wildlife. Wolves will attack you. Deers run away. They don't. It's a deer. Although deers have attacked before. That's neither here nor there. So yeah, you'll run into the wolves. Wolves will attack you, and you'll run into bears.
Ooh.
And you do not want to mess with the bears. The bears will kill you. Unless you have plenty of ammo and are prepared to fight a bear on top of a bunch of zombies coming for you. You can build your own bases, which is nice. And then, mind you, this is still early access, so it's already miles ahead of DayZ.
Unless you played some of the modded daisies like
Right.
Epoch or something like that,
Right.
you know. And then you're pretty
But,
used to it. But I mean, for a standalone game, even as a DayZ clone, it's sounding pretty good.
it is.
What does it look like?
It looks like DayZ. Graphics are on par with DayZ.
Okay.
It's not as glitchy as DayZ as far as graphics goes and whatnot. You pretty much you scavenge. It's just like DayZ. But one glaringly positive thing in this game compared to DayZ is the map. And what I mean by that is you can pull up access to a map from H1Z1. And if you go in game and hit enter and type /LOC for short for location,
Yeah.
it gives you coordinates. You can copy and paste these coordinates into the map and it tells you where you're at.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's amazing. You can find out where you're at and all. Like it tells you a bunch of spots that are near you. It tells you what you can kind of houses and stuff, warehouses and whatnot. DayZ, there is a map that you can access, a third-party map in DayZ. It's all Russian town names and stuff like that. So
it's
that's
the
hard
same
enough
thing
on
as
its own.
same thing
But-
as DayZ, but
No, in H1Z1, it's American town names.
oh, okay.
So it's basically an American version of DayZ.
Oh, nice.
But with the DayZ map, you can't find out where you're at. You can see
Yeah,
the
you
map.
can just look at the map and it's just like, I'm here ish.
Right.
You know, if
Well,
if you're lucky enough to know the name of the town that you're in, you can kind of figure it
Right.
out. But otherwise, you're fucked.
But with this, it gives you the exact coordinates of where you're at. So that's awesome to help. Like, say you have a friend that's been playing for a long time and you just got it. You can give your coordinates to him. He can find out where you're at and help you out. So that's the best thing compared to DayZ. But yeah, I think it's an awesome game. I like it better than DayZ. That's not to say DayZ can't become a good game. It's just
Yeah.
the developers are so slow with anything. It just makes it frustrating. Whereas
Yeah,
with this, developers are on hand. They help out. They listen to your issues, and so yeah, definitely recommend getting H1Z1 if you are into those survival MMOs versus zombies and whatnot.
Sounds good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
H1Z1 and what was that?
Running with rifles.
Running with rifles. That's right.
Such a great game.
2 games. I mean, you buy them both together. It's what, $35?
Yeah, it's gonna be cheaper than buying a new game. Albeit, I've seen some stuff for Dying Light now, and it looks fucking incredible.
It does.
So,
It does,
so
doesn't it?
I'm really, really tempted to buy that game.
Right.
But at the same point, you know, I'm waiting. I almost want the price to drop before I go and buy it. But you know,
But yeah,
yeah, that wraps up games. I suppose I'll move into some anime reviews.
yep.
I'm gonna try and make them short. Last week I ended up actually cutting out. I think the original video time was 55 minutes, and I cut it down to 42 by cutting out anime.
Right.
I talked a lot. I apologize to you, Eric, because
It happens.
I went on
I'm
forever.
I'm not against anime. I
No. It's
watch
just
it.
yeah. So like I mean I understand because you know you don't have much to say on it because you don't really watch it yourself. But at the same point, like I felt bad afterwards because I was just like you're just sitting there like just
Right,
listening
right.
and I was sitting there going on and on and on for about like I think literally half of we talked for about the Super Bowl for about like 10 minutes. And then
Right.
the remaining 15 or 20 minutes of the final video was anime. That's all.
In your defense, I believe in this community there are more anime fans than there are football fans. So
Fair enough.
there you go.
So there you go. All right, I'm going to try and be short with this because I have to eat. Food is important, and B, I don't want to take up too much more time because we've been going for quite a while now. I'm going to start with an older one. This one is Kaze No Stigma. I don't know if anybody here has watched it or even heard of it. It is in English and in Japanese. It is a very, very, very good show. I just finished it. It took me a while to actually get around to watching it. Story is basically about magic in a sense. The main family that is the story is centered around are an ancient family of fire magic users, and the main character was born into the family without the ability to use fire magic. Because of that, he was an outcast. He actually got thrown out of the family and told to find a life somewhere else because they didn't want a son that couldn't use fire magic. Later on, he ends up coming back and somehow now can use wind magic. That is explained in the story. I'm not just saying, somehow. For the sake of those who haven't watched it yet, who are wanting to watch it, and for those who already have, I'm not really going to go too far in depth with the story, mainly because, it is a very good show. You should definitely watch it on your own. The main character, who now is a wind magic user, is very, very strong with his wind magic, so much so that he beats his father, who is one of the strongest fire magic users in the family, in a fight, and yeah. I don't really know how to best explain the outcomes of the fight and exactly how strong he is without actually showing you guys, because it's something that it's definitely need to be seen rather than heard. After this point, his, I believe, second cousin, it's a distant cousin, Ayano, is a up-and-coming fire magic user, and she's set to be the next head of the family. He's hired by the current head of the family, who is his uncle, to be her bodyguard, because he will not do a job for them for the sake of his own pride without being paid. So it's really funny. It has some serious action moments to it. It's really funny. There's some romantic undertones. For those of you that will find it weird, he and his cousin, albeit they're like second or distant, they're somewhat distant cousins, but he and her have a bit of a romantic feel to them, especially towards the end of the show. So there is that. I enjoyed it a lot. You guys should definitely check that one out if you haven't already. If you have, send me a message on the forums, on Steam, whatever you want. Tell me how you liked it. Get into a conversation about it. The second one that I am going to be recommending to you, I have now watched twice. This came out in April of 2014. That's when it first aired. It finished back in September, so it's fairly recent. How do I start to explain this one? This one is confusing. It is called The Irregular at Magic High School, or Mahoka Koko no Retose.
Can you repeat that, please?
Mahoka Koko no Retose.
Thank you.
There you go. It's a Japanese name, so it sounds kind of weird, and I'm not perfect at pronouncing things in Japanese, so yeah, have fun.
I don't blame you.
The story is kind of confusing at first. You really have to watch it twice, most likely, to get everything. I know I did, and usually when I'm watching a new show, if I really start to get into it like I did with this, I really, really watch out for details. So pay attention if you're going to watch this show. If you watch it all at once, you will understand it better than if you take breaks in between and watch it like you would if it was airing. The main story follows the main character Shiba Tatsuya, who, again, it's based off of magic. This is set, I believe, 1,000 years in the future, I want to say. No, it's not 1,000. I'm trying to remember. It's set 100. So it's 100 years in the future, where magic is now a technology. It's used a lot in engineering. It's used a hell of a lot in combat. The story centers around the main character and his friends, colleagues, and his sister, who he works with inside their magic high school. It is set up by the government. It is a exceptionally well-known school. The problem is that some magic users are stronger than others when it comes to using magic. The main character, while he's a very strong fighter, he knows martial arts to a very high degree. He's even involved with the military somewhat. While is very strong himself and some of his magic is exceptionally powerful, his practical magic, like moving shit back and forth, lifting stuff up with magics, things like that, he's not very good at. He doesn't have the ability to use that magic properly. Because of that, he's set into Course 2. Now, the difference between Course 1 and Course 2 is one's better, one's not. There's a lot of discrimination between Course 1 and Course 2 students. The nicknames Blooms and Weeds come out. Weeds being, the things that are unwanted, which those are referred to as the Course 2 students. Very early on, you start to see the main character being quite a badass, which I really liked. He's a badass and he knows he's a badass. He doesn't try to hide it, which is quite awesome, because a lot of anime nowadays, when they try and describe an awesome character that's badass and really strong, he doesn't know it. And so he's got to, like people are astonished on how strong he is, and he's like, well, I thought that was normal type of thing. No, this guy knows he's a badass, and he takes full advantage of it. As it goes on, there's different conflicts between groups trying to attack magic users or things of that sort. With the main character being involved with the military, he ends up getting into combat a lot, so there is a lot of action in this. A lot of the magic that they use and a lot of the things they describe as being able to use with magic, the concepts behind them, everything like that, are really, really well thought out and very, very interesting, in my opinion. It's kind of like engineering-esque, technology-wise type thing, so some people will like this, some people will not. I'm going to put that right in there. Now, the fan base for it ranges from people like me who really liked it, who will give it a high rating. If you look on My Anime List, which is a great website you can use to keep a track of all the anime that you've watched, the top 2 reviews are a review with an overall rating of 7, saying that the show was awesome, and an overall review saying that the show sucks with a rating of 3. And this is out of 10. So the fan base is very split. It's pretty half and half out of people who liked it and people who didn't. So I'm going to leave it up to your personal opinion as to whether you liked it or not. Definitely check it out. Let me know again. Send me a message, something like that, whether you like it or you don't. If you have already, or if you haven't and you're going to check it out, you're confused on something, feel free to ask me questions. I've now watched it twice. Hell, I'm even thinking of watching it a third time just because I liked it that much. I'm gonna do this a lot when I start to talk about anime that I've watched, because there are some weird shit with anime. Thank you, Japan. I will put that out there now. There is some weird shit when it comes to anime. With Irregular at Magic High School, there is some weird shit. The main character had his magic forced upon him. When he was a kid, he didn't... Again, it's another one of those things where, like, if you don't have magic, the family doesn't accept you type of thing. The main character didn't have magic as an ability to begin with, and he had magic forced into his body, and because of that, it took a toll on top of his brain, to the point where now the only emotions that he feels left are his love and wanting to protect his little sister. Which, he sees it as a normal, like, brotherly type of wanting to protect his sister type thing. Maybe a little more so, but still. The sister, however... she wants something more than just being his sister.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's weird. It comes out a lot. However, it is very good. I did enjoy it. the light balance is really bright, but if you can see anything on the bright screen over there now, which you probably can't, but if you catch little things, that's actually Kaze No Stigma on there. My roommate is watching that. So, yeah, again, check out Irregular, Magic Tool, and Kaze No Stigma. Let me know what you thought, whether you've watched it already, or if you're going to be watching it. If you stop watching it and you want to talk to me about it, tell me why you stopped watching it. I want to know. I know plenty of people who like this sort of thing, plenty of people who don't. Art style, whatever the reason may be. So, give them a like, or check them out. Let me know what you thought. And other than that, do we have anything else to speak on?
No. Check out Running with Rifles. That's correct, right?
Yes, Running with Rifles.
Check out
very big capital letters in the name for that one, so it should be very easy to find on Steam.
So yeah, check out Running with Rifles. Check out H1Z1. Check out Risk Cutters: A Love Story, as well as Interstellar. Be sure to come to us with ideas that you'd like us to cover, like movies that we should review, games that we should review, anything
and
that you feel.
They don't have to be recent. Okay,
Yes.
Anime, movies, games, whatever they may be. Even if it's a TV show, like I really liked The Almighty Johnsons. I'm gonna put that out there now. I don't know if anybody has heard of it. It's a New Zealand show. It's on the first season's on Netflix. I think they're putting out the rest of it soon. It's a very good show. I enjoyed it. So even if it's like a TV show, something of that sort, and you want us to check it out, watch it, and talk about it, put our own reviews out there. For what we thought, feel free to let us know about it. I will take the time. Eric will take the time. We'll find some time to whether watch it together or separately and talk about it afterwards. We will find these things. We'll watch them. We'll talk about them. They don't have to be recent. They don't have to be brand new. They could be like, albeit I don't want to go too old because I have a threshold, but like they could be like 90s movies even, like Ghost. Like, if you want us to review Ghost, we could review Ghost.
Well, like
Patrick Swayze.
Risk Cutters came out in 2007.
Yeah.
So it's been, what, 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. So
like, does not have to be brand new. It can be anything you want us to talk about. We will talk about it if you give us a suggestion. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely. Don't forget to check out the forums at TangoWorldWide.net, but you guys know that.
Or at least you should. Know that. Check out the servers, especially the Jewbreak server. Go into the Jewbreak server with a smile on your face, expecting it to be a huge joke, and have some fun. Don't be like if it offends you, bring out your voice, tell them that it offends you, but don't be a dick about it.
Make it a good argument. Don't come and be like, it's racist.
I fucking hate you guys because it's racist.
It's like, no, Judaism is a religion.
Yeah. Okay. So check out the servers, check out the forums, check out our YouTube TangoLive. You'll be finding all of this stuff here. I don't know if you've got a YouTube, Eric.
I do, but nothing worth watching on it right now. So
yeah, mine has a lot of old stuff, nothing new. So I mean, if you find our YouTubes, feel free to check them out. I stream on occasion if you want to watch.
Yes, for sure. Check out OrangePulse and his streaming. I might join him from time to time. So.
Yes, it'll be a lot of fun.
Let's see.
I'm trying to get more into that, so you should definitely just if you're looking for somebody new and upcoming to watch stream, check me out. Advertising, self-placement. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, and also guys, I might start doing some photography. I'm more cinematography. Like I said, I'm majoring in TV film production, so I shoot films, not so much photography, but I'm going to try it. So be on the lookout for some of that.
So yeah, with that, I think we're about ready to get wrapped up here. Thanks for watching. Check out the forums, check out the servers, and as always, have a nice week, guys.
We'll see you next week. Take care, guys.